Take two. My hair was standing up vertical, as though there's a magnet above my head. Right, I'm frustrated. Go away, I've got the window open. I'm very frustrated. I do tend to light up when I'm doing a video, but most of the time I sit out there on the balcony. The old couple at the end, Len and Rita, she came out this morning. Morning, Arthur. Says, morning, Rita, darling. You okay? Yes. I thought, oh dear, that don't sound very positive. And then I went out again a bit later and I heard her shouting. I heard him shouting at her. And then I heard, oh, from Rita. That was it. Belted her again, hadn't he? I've told the Wardens. One says, well, what can we do, Arthur? The other one says, well, there's only so much we can do. I said to them both, help the fucking woman. She's got no one to turn to. She comes to me and I can't get involved. I said, I gave you the abuse helpline phone number. Get two of them to come round here. One to go in there and talk to him and get Rita down here, and don't let him follow her down. She used to come in here. He used to send her in. Go and ask Arthur so-and-so, but he don't now. And he used to send her across the road for a paper, but he don't have one now. Because he looked out the window one day and saw her talking to my neighbours. My sister Gladys, they used to bloody sights of him. She crosses the road and I'm waiting for him to ask what's the matter, why does Gladys ignore him? What shall I say to him? Tell me. And Rita used to come in here, and as I say, she put her arms around me once, and she says, you're so good to me. I said, Rita, I wish I could do more for you, darling. I said, but I can't get involved. I could go down there and give him the biggest bollocking he's ever had in his life, but it's none of my business. It's up to the Wardens. They're supposed to care for the tenants here. They're fucking useless. They're a waste of space, aren't they? I mean, one day when she got that black eye, I says, oh dear Rita, how you got that? She said she walked into a cupboard. I said, well, I don't believe that for 1 minute. And she looked at me and winked. You know, she's very clever at doing that. My neighbour next door, Doreen, says she's annoyed that when she's talking to Len, she's behind him winking. I said, yes, she's trying to attract your attention, to tell you what a kind of bloody monster he is. And Doreen says, oh well, I don't want to know. I said, oh, great. And then of course at that time, I know I've told you this before, when she was crying on the balcony, I said, what's the matter, Rita? He says, get in, go on, get in. Well, you don't talk to a dog like that, do you? And the other day, I can't believe what he said. Words fail me. He says, when we get in bed at night, she takes her hearing aids out, and I ask her what we're going to have for dinner, and she can't hear me. He says, I get very angry. I said, of course she can't hear you. She's took her bloody hearing aids out. I said, if someone is very hard of hearing, take the hearing aids out, it's no good talking to her because they're not going to hear you. He says, I can hear her. I said, you're not hard of hearing, are you? And he just looked at me. I said, I shouldn't have to explain this to you. You're supposed to be a sensible bloke. I mean, I'm pushing it because I'm so angry. Fucking monster. No, poor woman. She's a lovely woman. Everybody here likes her. And they were jealous to death. I told you recently, on her birthday, she had stacks of cards. So I don't know why everybody's making such a bloody fuss over her. And he put the ball into my court, didn't he? Oh yeah. I said, because Len, Rita is very well liked here. A lot of people like her. He uses this emotional blackmail. He keeps saying to her, she's told me, and in fact he's told me himself, he's going to leave her, and no one here will bother with her. Arthur won't bother with you. No one will bother. I said, Rita, let that go in one ear and out of the other. The best thing that could happen to you is if he cleared off. I'd do everything in my power to help you. It upsets me, because what can you do? Hey? What can you do? She is liked. Everybody likes her because she's very inoffensive. She's a timid woman, and she's not going to stand up to him. She didn't. It'd kill her. I said, what's the matter with your toe, Rita? She's diabetic. Len says, I trod on it accidentally. I says, well, that shouldn't happen. I says, she's diabetic. If they don't heal, it could turn to gangrene. He says, I didn't do it on purpose. And she was behind him, winking like mad. He stamped on her bloody toe, and she's diabetic. What can I do? I could report it to the police, but then that's me involved, and it's not right for me to get involved. I've been having a trim. I'm sat round the other way because, you know, I get too much light on the picture. I've been trimming me beard, and I'm not going to have a shave because I want to go out for Christmas when I play Santa Claus. Yeah, this predicament. I'm not filthy rich, don't think that. Good Lord, no. And I could go to Shetland, but it's going to take a large lump out of my bank account. And if I leave it till Christmas, then at least at Christmas I shall have plenty of money. I can buy the family some presents, and I shall have plenty of money to take down to Cornwall. But as Dave knows, I always take a big fat wallet down there with me anyway. I take plenty of money down, so perhaps I should, unless I can get hold of some money in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I better forget about Shetland, just hang on till Christmas, and then I shall have a good Christmas. Yeah. And as for Len and Rita, I don't know what the answer is. What's up with the webcam? In the cleaner's bin, she's been polishing, she's moved the webcam. Alright, so I don't know. You tell me what the answer is. I don't know. I'm going. Bye. I am.